Ready?
Yep.
Time being 6:01, I call the Ashland Budget Committee meeting for December 30th to order. Roll call, David,
Yes.
Sandy,
Yes.
Frank,
Here.
Jenny,
Here.
I am Kendall, and Michelle is going to join us, but Zoom, but she hasn't logged in yet. So, that's that.
All right. I'm just first here.
All right.
Colorado?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
2 hours.
Oh, is it 2 hours?
Yeah, so she was gonna be here.
Yes,
She talked to me. She says, okay, I'll be there at 4. That's what she was planning on.
Oh, yeah. All right, we've done most of the budget. We have a few things left to do. Do first, I'm going to look at the page 3. Election registration and vital statistics.
What number is that?
That is
4141.
4140. 4140. Town clerk salary.
Yep.
I know we had quite the discussion over this the last time.
Yes.
I have had a conversation with the chairman of the board and what his reasoning was for doing this, and it is to bring her to the bottom part of the middle of the state of New Hampshire, really, for town clerks. Also, that the job she is doing is exemplary, and they want to keep her here. And this is it. So that's why they moved her salary to 27,500.
Which represents what?
The bottom middle.
Do we have that? I'd like.
I haven't seen anything. I've only gone from what the chairman has told me.
He's online.
And he is online,
I'd like to see it.
so.
Can he elaborate?
Andy, would you like to elaborate?
Michelle just joined us.
Oh, Michelle's online. Andy, are you there?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the darn button. So,
We can hear, yeah, we can hear you, Andy.
so with the elections, we used to be hanging around 2 to 2.5 hours to be able to sign the paperwork, which we had to sign to confirm the election. With the new town clerk, our last election, our first one, we were there for almost 2 hours. Our last 2 elections, the time has come down immensely. Our last election, we were there for 45 minutes. So it was 45 minutes from the end of the poll closing until we were able to certify the election. That's efficiency. The town clerk has done some amazing things along the way. One of the things that she's had to do on the other side was she had to upgrade after she learned the initial software program that was in there. She had to upgrade to the software that the state is currently using. That's a heck of a learning curve right there. Then we go to the town software. So the previous town clerk was working on an outdated software because I don't know. I have no idea why she was working on a previous software. The town upgraded, she didn't. So at the end of the year, it was tough for the it was tough to get the figures all compatible. So our town clerk upgraded to the new software that we were using at the time. And then lo and behold, 7 or 8 months into it, we upgraded again and she had to upgrade again. There was never a hitch along the way.
So we're saying that she did her job.
No, what we're saying is she did an outstanding job.
That's great.
Complaints?
We're not here, Andy, for this.
We are here to justify why we're paying her what they want to pay her. That's what he's telling you.
Yeah.
So
Back out.
complaints are down. Complaints are down. At our last 3 elections, we have had no select people that had to sit at the table checking people in. There is support behind her. We don't have to do anything but watch the election, which is what we are required to do. Think she's doing an outstanding job. I think this is justified.
Okay, and the town manager had put up on the screen, he just took it down, but the average pay
Yeah.
is considerably more than what we're looking to pay her anyways.
So what is the average? I can't read.
It was 47,000.
Wow.
Okay,
Let me back up to what AI said.
there you go.
Yeah.
47,721, considerably more than what we're doing. But when you add the 2 in together, that's where she's at. She's at the average, the statewide average. So with that, I will make a motion that we pay her 27, or that we keep that line at 27,500.
I will second.
We will be doing this by roll call vote because Michelle is online. I have a motion and a second. Michelle,
Yes,
how do you,
I vote yes.
Frank,
No.
David,
Yes.
Jenny,
Yes.
Sandy?
No, but I'd like to make a comment that I do not believe that someone who has been in this position as short as she has,
Okay,
where she gets not a 10%, but it's a 14% raise.
okay, you made your point with going with the vote, and I vote yes. So that is
4 to 2, I think.
42. So it will stay the same there.
Wait a minute. Is that everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Can I,
Yes.
42 is 6. Yeah.
Right. We only have 6 now, right? That's right.
what do we have to, how many votes do we have to approve it or not approve it? What is it?
Yeah, majority.
No, it's a majority.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I ask that since I'm here, that you could do the library next, or is that,
I have to go, I gotta get these done first.
okay?
Okay.
So that was under 4140. Do we have to vote again on the tax collector?
Because of the way we left it last time, I'm going to again make the same motion that we approve the 27,500 under 4150 ending in 1110, the tax collector salary, for the same reasons. And I'm pretty sure the town manager will back me up in saying that the job that she has done with getting these taxes out and getting this stuff paid and the stuff back has also been very exemplary.
A lot smoother.
And very much smoother than what we've had in the past. Do I have a second to that motion?
A second.
Okay. You second by. Angel. Okay.
Any discussion before the vote?
I would like to say that I was cut off before, but I believe that getting a raise is well deserved.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that it's not. but a 10% raise last year, 14% raise this year. To meet what other people are making who have probably been in the position for maybe 10, 15 years, and she's been in the position 2 years. I just don't think this percentage for, compensation for the next year is warranted. And I like the minutes to
To reflect
express
it.
yeah.
It'll be on the Nate, I'll grab it later.
I can't do it for
Yeah.
verbatim.
Yeah.
No, but if you're going to say the reasons
Yeah.
why.
No, I'm not.
All right, David, if you're not.
Vote.
No, it was, well, Andy Fitch came in and said these are the reasons why she's getting this raise, so.
Yeah,
I
this
don't
will all be
believe-
online.
So this is being recorded and it'll be uploaded under the budget committee tab. So the recording will be there in perpetuity.
Correct.
I just record votes.
All right.
basically.
Well,
Okay.
mine was sort of along the same way. That, you know, after sitting through the budget discussions, all the raises were like in a 3 to 5% range. And I thought something above that would be appropriate with
Mhm.
maybe a plan of how we were gonna bring her up to this position. And since she'd been in it a short time, but you know, we're trying to hold our expenses down. And
Mhm.
we have this one point. I understand you know, the performance is good and we should acknowledge that, but how do we progress that in a way that doesn't
I
distort from
will,
other?
I don't believe that they will be going for any more on that next year. That this is the last of the increases to bring it,
Well,
catch up.
So you catch up. but
We,
now you have
we've
a
been
full
doing that for the
state.
last
Now
2
you gotta
years. This is
single.
the last year of,
Yeah, you have,
yeah,
okay.
okay. Michelle, how do you vote?
I vote yes.
Frank?
No.
David?
Yes,
Jenny?
Yes.
Sandra?
No,
And I vote yes.
42.
42. Okay. The next one that I need to go back to is to the land use.
Page.
What number?
Oh,
That will be the next page, page 7.
7, yep.
Again, I will have to recuse myself, but we've had some discussion over the raising that to 10,000,
The legal,
the legal fund, 330 versus keeping it at the 3. I think that we can keep it at the 3.
Why are you changing your mind?
Big change.
Right now that we're paying out of pocket for the defense of the planning board decisions.
So you think we should just keep it at 10?
Yeah,
All right, I withdraw what I said.
yeah, if Primex picked up the money articles of that suit, they didn't pick up the
Okay.
defense of the planning board
Well,
decision.
next year we'll bring it back down.
Yeah.
All right. In that which case. I'm looking for the library.
the Parks and Rec,
Yeah,
page 28. 26.
okay.
Can't give you a number.
Yeah, page 26 and 27. I know, Frank, you had some recommendations on this.
I was looking through the library thing and looking at if we could hold new purchases back a little bit. I don't have any historical numbers, so I think it was 7,000?
That's what it is now.
I'm looking at making it 5.
In 23, 24, it went from 6,500 to 7,000. And this year to date, well, to December 11th, we've spent 6,195.
Okay.
We,
That's in the breakdown, okay.
Yeah, I've got it. I've got the one we have here.
what line item is that?
Then general expenses, I presume, yeah.
General expense, no, the second. Under general expenses.
It'll be on page 27.
Oh, here we go.
But that's not the breakdown. If you have to have this, you don't have the library narrative.
So what was our budget last year again? It was
It was 7,000 for books.
for 7,000 last year.
Yes.
Okay,
So
all right. I guess I just would keep it the
their
same.
budget last year was 38,385. This year's proposed at 55,485. And the increases are the 15,000.
Yes, that's the big increase.
And what is that for? What is that?
The consultants, library expansion.
That was my second one, so I could see keeping the new books the same, if that's about where we work, I wasn't quite sure. And I guess I was direct to that big $15,000, is there any way we can get that down? It seems like it's 30,000 for a year, right?
Yes, and we've been using the consultants since May. So we have paid out of other funds. But going into the new year. They're helping us quite a bit to do, make publicity kinds of things, and we're really ramping up the fundraising part, which it's difficult, but we're committed to this. We've been working with this for 15 years or something, so. We want to be able to, we have, I think, around 600,000 for this project, and we don't, we need a couple 100,000 more.
Kendall, can I ask a question about the library
Yes.
budget?
Yep, go ahead.
Okay, just please give me a moment to give you an update on the library at the school so that you can understand my question. So the school, we as a budget committee have spent over 20 hours between us going through the school budget. The school budget is up by $600,000. So that's $1.30 or so on our tax rate. So we're at 119. So when you add that up, we are going to be at $20.50 before we add the increase to the town and library budgets and so forth. So we are looking for ways to be efficient across any budgets here. Anything can help us. If we can just try to stay, under $21 per thousand would be great. So my question to you is, the school took the library support from 1/3 of an FTE, right, which was around 14 hours a week for the kids for the library at the school. They took that down to just 20% of a full-time equivalent. So that's something.
Get closer to your phone.
So I'm just wondering, is there anything that can be done through our library to ensure that our students at our elementary school are getting the best at the library at the school and the library in town?
Well, they work together as it is, but they're very separate and with separate roles and responsibilities. So in that regard, they do work with them. And
I'm
they
saying
do-
when you hear that the school is taking money out of the school library budget, does that cause our Ashland Town Library to have any other creative thoughts on how to support the library access for our students?
the two are not related.
Okay, thank you.
Really, honestly.
Right.
Thank you.
But the town library does do what they can to support the students and what the students do.
they do. Classes come as a group over to the public library, and Sarah's at the school library.
And what the school did was that person is supplemented by other teachers that is filling in those roles, was my understanding. So it's not the same at all.
Thank you. So the answer to the question is that it doesn't seem like there's anything else that our library can be doing to help us support the school, given the increase in the school budget by $600,000.
Correct.
Thank you. Okay.
Now, what if you had only 10,000 instead of 15,000? Could you still do some amount of support with those guys?
Certainly, yeah. They're about 3,000 a month. So that gives us a couple of months, and, we hope we're gonna be raising funds in that time. So,
Are you still putting in a warrant article?
yes, waiting to hear whether the Board of Selectmen will approve our $25,000 warrant article. Or if we gotta do a petition warrant article. But, we have this capital reserve, but the wording of it is such that we can't use that for fundraising. Very specific to the renovation, the building furnishing.
Okay,
Have you brought anything forward? Has Andy seen, have you?
I sent something to everybody, about the $25,000, our capital reserve warrant article,
Okay,
months, at least 1 month.
okay, because we don't have much time, and what we did, we did with the Economic Development Committee, we came before the select board, we actually had suggested wording of what the warrant article should say, and then we voted. The select board voted on which one was going in,
Okay,
so it was
Yeah.
done. So,
I sent the wording, I sent it all to an email to. all
It's
of
the same
select-
wording every year. It has
Yeah.
to be, it's
Okay.
pretty much the
Just
same
that
word.
number change.
Yeah.
okay, well, I'll check with Andy, see what.
You sent it to the whole board, right?
I'm pretty sure I did. and-
But somebody has, Andy's chairman, somehow has to get forward, so I'll look, so.
Okay.
Okay,
so their next meeting would be the 8th?
Fifth.
The 5th? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong month. The 5th. And you would have to have, if it does go to warrant, you would have to, if it does go to petition, you have to have it in on the 9th.
Oh, I thought it was the 13th.
I believe it's the 9th.
No, it's the 13th. The
Okay.
9th for a bond article.
Okay. In any event, you have to have it within a very short period of time.
Yeah, well, that's why,
so you want it at the next meeting, if we.
that'd be great. That's why we did it early. to make
Okay.
sure- Absolutely.
All right, I'll look, and if I don't see what I think I need, I'll come see you or call you.
Okay,
Okay, and that only goes towards capital reserve funding,
Right.
correct?
right,
Okay, so, and that's why you can't use that for fundraising.
right.
All right, the current is 55,485.
Are we voting on each line or the?
Well, that's, I'm sorry. Their bottom line, I was looking at the wrong place. Their bottom line is 123,832,000.
That, okay, amended, yeah.
Yes.
So that increase, most of it is that 15,000 you were looking for.
Very much so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other increases are very, they add up to maybe,
I'd kind of like to see it get down to 10,000. We should take some of that out.
You want a $5,000 cut?
Yep.
Is that a motion?
I'll make a
second it.
motion to reduce the, consulting support from 15,000 to $10,000.
Okay,
I
and
second
Sandy-
that.
Okay, Sandy already had,
Okay.
I have a question.
yeah,
You're doing fundraising, correct?
yes.
if they decided they wanted more, can they take, and if they have money in fundraising, can you, I'm just trying.
They have other accounts that they can
They
take
can
it out of,
draw
is
from.
was what I understood her to say earlier.
So we're hoping to raise more funds,
Okay.
under the Friends.
Yep,
Right.
okay, you're gonna have a whole point, whatever, so you, if you needed more, you could take.
Take it out of the-
If it was available, you could, okay,
Like they did for the first 15.
okay,
Right.
all right,
Right.
just wanted to, okay.
Okay, any other discussion? Okay. All those for voting, Michelle,
I hope.
support the motion. Frank,
Yes.
David,
No,
Jenny,
Yes,
Sandy,
Yes.
and I will be yes, so it will be
5-1.
5-1.
Okay,
So that line is down
okay.
5,000. Okay,
So can we vote on the entire budget now, or is there other parts you
Yeah,
want to talk about?
from the bottom line.
Yeah.
right, just wrote that. So the library would be,
Yeah, my only other question was the books, and that's fine.
right, I
Okay.
saw that.
118,832. So is that correct?
118 what?
832.
118,832.
I will make that motion.
Okay, David moves, so I have a second on the library budget of 118,832. I'll second it. Okay, Frank seconds it.
Okay.
Any discussion? Hearing none. Michelle?
Yeah.
Michelle votes yes. Frank,
Yes.
David,
Yes,
Jenny,
Yes,
Sandra,
Yes.
and I am yes, so,
6-0.
yep. Um,
and I'll reach out to one of the other, just so.
okay. Just FYI for you, the public hearing will be on the 14th
Where?
Thank you.
at the school library. Sorry, school cafeteria.
What time?
6 o'clock. It will be,
So
the
when-
town will be following the school.
Right, that's already on there, right?
Yeah. All right, so that should bring us back to page 9.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Line 4210, public safety.
Use Karen to get up.
That's okay.
You okay going out there?
Yes, thank you.
It's pretty,
Pretty nasty.
yeah.
Oh,
Now, I know Frank had a few things on the police department. I also know that the finance director answered most of them. And that it's their contracts. The vast majority of them. His questions.
Not the first one,
Yeah, what was the first one?
20, the part-time wages.
Okay. So that is going to be page.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, there we go. Top of page 10, and 20. So,
And you wanna read what she said?
yep, go ahead, read it.
She said, this is for part-time. This
Yep.
is a position that we've been trying to fill for a few years now. The wages are still included so that we can pursue hiring a part-time officer. So, I don't know, my position is it seems to have been the same that,
Well, they've been trying to hire the part-time officer, a certified part-time officer that they don't have to send to the academy. They have not yet filled that position. That's why they didn't spend it last year. They're still trying to, and this what brings them up so that right now they're having to use, correct me if I'm wrong, they have to use overtime when when one officer takes his vacation, they have to use overtime. When an officer's out sick, they have to use overtime. A part-time position would be
Give it three times.
Kind of a floater.
a
Yeah.
floater, but an economical way to do it, so they're not using up the overtime.
Right, well, how much would they pay a part-time person?
Uh,
It just looks like, just-
Around 20,000. Right? Yeah, 20,000.
well, okay, that's what it was last year, is it still around
It'll
20,000?
still be the same. They haven't hired the person yet.
Okay,
Yeah, part-time, he's,
So part-time, there's no benefits.
no benefits, no retirement.
It just-
okay,
okay, so it's cheaper to have another body than
Right.
paying.
So if you look at the
Exactly.
overtime line on page 9, bottom of page 9. We've been budgeting 30 instead of 35 and paying 43 and 39.
Because we don't have that part-time person to cover it. This would drop that line too. If they could find the person. The thing is finding that person.
Right,
Sometimes the chief, I think he's salary.
Yeah, maybe.
He's picking up a lot of the
Yeah.
slack, also trying to keep the overtime line down.
I can throw somebody out pretty quickly.
so would we expect the overtime line to go down then?
It should.
Okay.
That's what the goal is, and,
Okay, so that's why we didn't forecast more than the 30.
Right.
Okay.
well, he didn't wanna ask for more when he didn't spend what you gave him the year before. You know what I mean? He didn't wanna go bigger, cause,
Well, that's why I look at this, but now, okay.
Yeah,
That's
that,
what-
and that's why, if they can find the guy to hire them, then the overtime line will drop. So it's a,
one or
Okay.
the other.
right, which side of the hand do you want?
Okay,
Uh,
How long have we been budgeting for that?
I believe 3 years.
that was why I kind of brought it
Yeah.
up, because it looked like it might have been going
So,
on.
right, so because of the way the budget's set up, I believe what they're doing is, although it doesn't show it here that they're spending it, but at the end, that's actually where they're getting the money for the extra overtime.
Cause they have to.
Right,
right,
Yeah.
Comes from the bar.
well, I figure Ron will
Right.
take care of that.
Well,
Have confidence.
yeah.
Yeah.
you
It's,
know.
throw that away.
it's being used for the
Okay.
same person, purpose,
Is
you know.
correct.
just how-
Okay, well, I
Yeah.
don't have a problem with that.
Right, anything else that you have on the police?
Yes, I think, what was the next one?
What
The
number?
equipment, 52.
Equipment, 52.
Equipment
Equipment
purchase?
purchase. Right, and what we had, it didn't have any definition on what was going on. So I was,
Which page are you on?
oh, it's right below the wages, the
Middle of
overtime
10.
wage, not middle of the page.
Middle of
Page
10? Middle of 10.
Probably some of that's contracted
Well,
equipment.
that's what Marissa said.
The new tasers and.
Right, she said it was
Body
contracts
cams.
for 9,400.
Right, so it says Axon
1,000.
contract here
Mhm.
Right,
on this, that's the the tasers, and they just got the new ones, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just got the new ones that go in places deep.
right, so I got, so now we got the numbers for it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so what I was proposing didn't make sense, but I don't see why the budget couldn't stay the same.
Okay.
What's last year.
Yeah. And doing that Axon, he actually saved the town a lot of money,
Right,
because he had gotten a quote from another vendor. And it
Right.
was almost twice what we're doing with Axon, that new contract with Axon,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
so.
So what I was proposing was still a change. It was saying, why can't we keep the budget the same?
at the 10.
Because if I add the two together, it's still less than the 10.
But there's other equipment
Right,
that comes out of that line, it could be body armor, the vests.
Okay,
Right.
so there's more.
the Axon cameras. The cameras that they use, same as the tasers,
Yep.
that's why he got that good, really great deal.
Mhm.
That's now coming out of that line, which is the new cameras.
Okay,
And then they have to replace the body armor every 5 years.
okay.
So,
All
and I
right, 'cause I'm-
believe that's
I'm
coming
worried
up, because
about
I know it is.
$400.
Yeah, I think that's.
$400 difference, so.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Um. The one that I had a question on was the
Gasoline.
gasoline,
What number is that?
635. It's the top of page 11. We're at 15,000. And we've never gone over the 10,000, well, 11,000 one year.
Well, 12,000 before, so.
Yeah.
Hard to
That
know,
be,
hard to
that
know
based
what,
on gas being more expensive in that year? It's a
well,
commodity that
How
goes.
far
It's-
to drive?
Yeah.
You predict that.
Right, so it is what it is. It's 15,000.
Well, I'd like to make a motion. I was gonna discuss the gasoline, so I'd like to make a motion to make that 10,000.
Use gasoline. 10,000.
And the actual, do you know how that, I'm looking at, do you know what the date of that actual is? It's like,
So this would be the, between the end of November and the beginning of December. But Ron may have a more accurate.
hmm,
let's see if you.
And this is based on what miles they do at $3.50 a gallon. Which,
which is about, yeah, well,
well, it's coming down.
It's a
Yeah.
little lower than that.
Yeah, I think to the end of November, we were 9,563, and we still got the month of December to get through.
Okay,
There's,
so they're,
there's a lot of idle time in the winter.
right, so they're gonna be close to the 15.
Well, I doubt if they'll spend another 5,000 this month.
What was that number again?
Well, as of the end of November, we're at 9,563.
Yeah, if you forecast based on what you had to be about 10,007 at the end of the year, let's say
Yeah.
11,000.
Hard telling, not knowing, don't know how many trips to Grafton or, court cases
Right.
or whatever, so it's,
Well, that would be higher than your month. Made 11. I'm just trying to figure out, okay, at 11, what would be a
Yeah,
reasonable increase among 11,000?
yeah.
I don't have the budget, what did he,
He
15.
kept it
15.
the same as 15?
15, yeah.
make it 12,
I was gonna say if it's 10%, it'd be 12.
make it 12.
Okay, so drop it.
Well,
If he goes over, he goes over.
What do you?
Roman moved 10,000, so where,
Oh.
there was no second.
There was no
No.
second for that.
Okay.
You want to amend it or to 12 or you want a new one?
We already got these details.
I'll amend it to 12.
Okay, we have a motion for move the police line on gasoline 3635 to 12,000. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Second.
Okay. Any further discussion? How do you vote? Michelle,
Yes.
Frank,
Yes,
David,
Sure.
Jenny,
Yes,
Sandy,
Yes.
and Kendall, yes. So
We're just guessing.
Yeah.
Six of you.
is there any other
yes, 740 right below there.
740?
Now
Yeah,
that one I didn't get
police equipment.
anything from, Marissa on that one. And so I was thinking it was, since the actual was only 120, that maybe we could reduce that a little bit.
It's in the narrative there.
So this line is to purchase police department office items such as printers, fax, and copiers.
It's been,
Historically,
Well,
it's been
well,
620, 430, and we budgeted 2,000. We spent 19,
119.
yeah, and we budgeted, they're asking for 2,000 again.
They don't have anything specific they're thinking about. This is just in case like the printer dies or something, or?
Right, well, we have a contract for the printer, copier, and
Oh, so that's.
fax,
that's
but
separate.
they're,
Okay.
I wonder if we shouldn't have had the department heads at this meeting also. Well, no, because all the stuff was gone through 2 months
Right.
ago or whatever,
right.
and now the questions are coming up all over again.
Well, it's the same
know.
question that he answered before.
Right,
And it's exactly this is for replacement of the printer, fax, and copier. We are under contracts for all of those. But we do have to replace them periodically. Having said that, I also think that could be cut that line.
I don't have the answer. I'm not a police chief, so.
I was looking at 500, that's 1,500.
You can cut again, 500?
Cutting at 15, yeah,
Bring it down to 1,500.
yeah.
Wait a minute. Are you making a motion?
I was just discussing, but I will make a
Right,
motion
you-
to reduce it to $500.
So-
Oh, 500.
We're gonna reduce it.
Excuse me, like 500 to 50.
500. Okay. I
Thank
couldn't
you,
figure out
So,
what you
so
were doing.
Frank's making a motion that the line 740 be moved to $500.
No,
No,
No, to
$1,500.
50.
take 50.
Reducing it by 500.
Yeah.
Okay, oh, okay.
Because of the
Yeah.
uncertainty.
Okay, to 1,500,
uh,
okay?
So leaves a lot of-
We're all tired.
Yeah, we are. It was a long night.
Long day yesterday.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Do I have any further discussion? Michelle, how do you vote?
Yes.
Frank,
Yes,
David,
yes.
Jenny,
Yes.
Sandra,
Yes.
and I will be yes.
6-0.
6-0. Any other things on the police department?
If not, I would like to move the rest of the police lines as presented.
There's other things.
Oh,
on
there
the-
is, okay.
Well, even police training.
Okay, you have something for police training?
Well, they're asking for 6,000.
Yes, they have a new lieutenant, a new officer, a new sergeant, all of which are going to need training.
and maybe.
Oh, you mean they haven't been trained yet? And they're a lieutenant and a sergeant?
It's continuing ed.
Continuing
It's
training,
Continuing ed, I
but
would
they've
assume.
moved, but they've all moved up in,
For their new
From-
position.
So there'll be
For their new
lieutenant training
positions.
for the new-
so they'll have, right, they'll have lieutenant training, sergeant training, and the new patrol officer that they hired this month will also need some additional training, even though he is certified.
And maybe, and this part-time person too.
And if they ever get the part-time.
Well, and there's also, don't they have to get recertified in firearms every year?
Yes, every year they have to
Every
be
year.
recertified in
Yeah.
firearms,
Yeah.
all of that.
That's all in that training.
So that's what you're seeing
But that's
there.
every year and the other lines reflect, you
So,
know, their
again-
training.
But the changes are not reflected in
right,
other years, so.
so they're asking for 6,000. The high that we spent this year was 2554. So do I hear a motion there, or
But do we have more new people?
we do have
New
new,
people in new positions.
we do have people in new positions. We do have a new officer as well. He came to us from Franklin to here, but he'll still need a field training, research and
Yeah.
everything.
I'm a real supporter of making sure people have adequate training. I
Yeah.
don't want to, it's a big deal.
I fully agree.
I would leave that line the same.
Okay,
I agree.
all right. Any other lines that you're interested in? Really, they're all
Contracts.
contract type stuff. And the one that's not a contract, well, it technically is a contract, would be the grants, and that makes us a whole lot more money than that anyway.
Well, yeah, that's that patrol grant that we've
Right.
been successful with.
Right. So what does that give us for a bottom line for lease?
Can we just move the rest of the lines as presented or?
Yeah,
I would like to make that motion.
Okay.
Remaining lines as presented.
okay. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Oh, there it is. Any further discussion? Michelle?
No, I'm supportive.
So yes, you go with as presented.
As presented.
Frank,
Yes,
David,
Yes,
Jenny,
Yes,
Sandra,
Yes.
and I am yes.
okay.
So Melissa, for a minute.
So the,
Public safety special details. There, he's asked for 0 on those. I guess we're probably good with those.
You know,
We
we
have to
wanna throw
vote
something
on
at it.
is that still gonna be a line in the budget or is it just disappear?
If it's not funded next year, that line won't show up. If it's not funded.
So this is a line that's not funded typically, but when they get it from revenues and they move it over to here, something that they don't know what's coming.
Mhm.
That's why the
You have.
I
to
mean,
have
actuals
a space.
are higher than the,
Okay.
it was budgeted for 0, the actuals are 1,400.
But you've got offsetting revenues.
It's all offset
Yeah,
in revenue,
That's
yeah.
also offset.
Does it need a $1 in the line?
Apparently does not.
So do we have to vote on the line or, I mean, it's not in the police budget, so.
Not in the police budget, so yes, I guess we should vote on it. So for line 4211, do I have a motion
What am I voting for?
to keep it as presented?
Okay,
Zero funded.
Okay. right, I'll move that we,
You moved 0, okay.
yes.
I'll second it.
Okay, Michelle?
Yes.
I'm a yes, Frank's yes, David,
Yes.
Jenny,
Yes.
Sandra. That brings us to ambulance, 4215. We've not had, there's been a lot of changes going on in this. From talking to the fire chief, he believes he can stay within this. So I think that we should just leave it the way it is for now. And
406.
yeah, there will be a lot of fine tuning for next year.
What number are we talking about here?
Section
Ambulance?
4215
Yeah.
and the bottom line of 406936.
Now, some of these were just in another part of the budget.
A lot of this
Yeah.
that we took from the fire, stuff that was clearly ambulance, we took from the fire, put it into the ambulance. We've never had an ambulance budget before. It's always just been the contract with Plymouth. But now we're doing our own transports, some of them.
Yeah,
Some of them it still falls under the contract. We're still working some of those
Okay.
details out, so that's
Yeah.
why he's asking us to keep it the way it is for now.
so there's about 160,000 that was in a different place,
Mhm.
Correct.
Okay,
for all those salaries and so.
You'll see the difference in the fire budget.
Yeah.
It was reduced by that, close to that
Yeah.
amount. I think,
Okay.
just one thing is, when you have your public hearing, we should give a good narrative to the changes that happen.
Mhm.
So it's not shock and awe when the public's there,
The fire chief was gonna be there.
Okay.
I'll ask him to do that and I will.
because for a resident to see that sharp of an
Right,
increase on the
they're gonna go nuts.
ambulance, they're gonna say, whoa, what's going on?
yes.
But we've got to give a good explanation that for better transparency, we took the ambulance expenses out of the fire budget and moved it into the ambulance.
So what we did was we moved the per diem salaries from the fire budget to the ambulance budget, because that's what they do.
Okay,
That's what the ambulance FICA Medicaid is.
so do we have, on the fire budget, is it reduced?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah,
So when we,
Everything
Okay.
you're seeing here was reduced from the fire
so when you
side.
do the explanation for the
Right.
public, you need to have both.
Yes,
So
Show
people
those
can
differences.
see that.
and that's why I'm gonna ask the fire chief to help us explain that.
Right,
Okay.
but I think the questions, Michelle, you were asking were a good prelude to what people may ask at the meeting.
Right.
So
Yes, because I just want to make this super clear and transparent because this is only my second year on the budget committee. When you look back 3 years, it's not just an accounting difference. There's a huge increase in the amount we spend on ambulance. So I would like to make it crystal clear by the number of transports we've been doing and how much we outsource in the contract to Plymouth versus in-house. So people know that we're employing our own guys for some of these, that our population's gotten older, so we have more ambulance transports. Just to really be able to show that that budget, I forget the number because I'm not looking at the old one because I'm in Colorado, but it's like more than doubled over the last 3 years, I think.
But that's because the ambulance contract more than doubled over the last 3 years. And their new thing is coming up even higher. They're on a different schedule than we are. They go from June to July.
We go from January.
And we go from January. So there's some overlaps there that makes it difficult.
Yeah, I think that's a great point to put that we're expecting this to
the,
increase and, show the number of transports we do so that we
Right.
can say our residents are calling the ambulance more. So it's costing
fire
us more.
The fire department went from 580 calls last year
Yep.
to, we are now 695 calls was the last one we just did.
That's
so-
so that's like,
Call
what's the
volume
math on that?
has
Six-
increased
yeah.
drastically in the last year, and we don't really know why, but it's a lot of, it's across the board.
Is it like not just us? Is it like?
I
Oh,
think,
other communities
Same
have
thing,
too.
same
yeah,
problem.
there's
Yeah.
been an increase also.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think tourism, boost in New Hampshire is,
Well,
Yeah.
you just-
New Hampton's up over 600, over 100 calls, same as us.
Yeah.
The thing is.
Well, as we increase tourism,
mm,
we will increase this because people are coming in and
Yep.
spending money, so we get some benefit, but then we have
Right.
some.
And the
other
chief's
things.
working on a plan moving forward. I'm
Okay.
aware.
that sounds great. I want to support the chief on that. And I just want to make sure it's really simple and clear so the poor taxpayer can understand it.
right,
Right.
right.
So I would entertain a motion on the ambulance account line, however you would like to go.
I'll try the 406,936.
And do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, any discussion?
Where are we on this?
The bottom line for the
Right here.
ambulance.
Okay, I got it, okay, thank you.
Okay,
Yes,
Michelle, how do you vote?
Yes.
Frank,
Yes.
David,
Yes.
Jenny,
yes,
Sandra,
Yes.
I abstain.
Hughes abstained. 501, okay.
All right, Frank, you had some stuff on the fire department. I know one of your lines was the maintenance line.
Right.
I can tell you that we have,
Which maintenance line?
one line here.
that would be 450.
The
What
vehicle
line
maintenance line.
Vehicle
Right, and what I would, my question was, the 24 actual was, okay, 11.6, and then it dropped away off. I didn't know if we're seeing the whole thing.
Where are you at?
450.
Yeah, okay. So the reason here, the actuals are down because we were waiting for some bills and some stuff to happen. We've actually exceeded that line.
Okay,
We've exceeded the 12,000.
Okay, so
We
my
had,
question's fine.
we had to rebuild the pump on the forestry. We had to work on the primer on engine one,
Okay,
they-
that's all right. You,
Yeah,
you kind of
and
now
the,
justified it,
and the
so.
last was, it actually came out of here. It should be coming out of the ambulance. It's something that'll have to be moved next year, is the tires for the ambulance, because we had to get studded snow tires. Thank you, Ron.
They came in just in time.
Just before
About
the.
then. So what, so
'Cause
what?
I was just looking at tweaking the budget,
Yeah.
so that's fine.
Yeah.
So what I did is, I asked the chief to get steel rims and studded snow tires to put all the way around on it. It's four-wheel drive.
Mhm.
And that's what we did. So we have less downtime because those 19.5 tires are very difficult to mount and dismount.
Mhm.
So having a full set of summers
On rim.
already mounted
they're on rims, so you can just.
and then winters.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
an hour and everything's swapped over. So it's very reduces downtime, but you're not damaging tires, taking them off.
I can tell you, I very much appreciated it yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, it's a big investment, so, and it's a small investment in tires when you outweigh the vehicle
I
investment.
only say the 3 trips to Plymouth Hospital I did yesterday, I was very happy we had studded snow tires.
I'll bet.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Great.
How does that happen if the snow falls when you need to go something?
It usually does.
Yeah.
Usually it's when we need to go to Concord. Yeah.
Yeah,
We were trying to get back home. Ended up with an extra day in Philadelphia on our own nickel because of the.
All right, so if you look on the fire side of stuff, you will see some reductions. If we go down to,
Right.
trying to find the bottom, okay.
And I only have one
So
other-
the bottom line was, the old one was 391, the new one is 295.
Well, the old one, budget, it was 454.
Right, and then we've dropped it down, because of moving that stuff out.
The labor and stuff.
Yeah, moved everything up to the ambulance line. What was your other question, Frank?
I looked at a lot of these you had, if you looked at actuals and the budget number was coming down, the fire department equipment 740, that was the other one that. It looked like it was consistently around 73 to 7,700. Just wondering why you were looking at keeping the budget at 10,000, seemed like you like level one on.
Which one?
42, 20, 10, 740 on page 14.
It's 3 or 4 up on 14. 4 up.
The physicals?
No,
no, the equipment.
The equipment,
So 740.
Oh, okay, 740.
yeah, Marissa didn't give me anything on that, so I just was, it was more of a, looking what's happened.
Yeah,
over the
I
last
asked
2
the
years.
chief about that. His answer to me was, first of all, that 7,000 line is actually increased from some stuff, maintenance stuff that we had to do.
Yeah.
We have some stuff that we need to do with the ladder truck and the engine, and they're both getting older. One of them is in 89.
Okay,
It's a great truck, but it's starting to be where it's gonna need to be replaced.
It's 38 years old.
okay, so we're saying
Yeah.
it's good to keep it.
Well,
Keep it at 10, I would.
Yeah, so as the equipment ages, there's more to keep them certified as fire
Oh,
apparatus.
yeah, I
You know, like the aerial,
don't wanna screw up any.
and probably the American Test Center
Mhm.
comes and certifies it.
Every year,
But every few years, they'll do an NDT testing of all the flies on the ladder, and that's non-destructive testing, and that's an added cost to the recertification, so. It's a necessary evil, you know,
right.
and trucks being so expensive now, to replace
So-
fire vehicles.
Why is it expensive those?
So to
you know,
replace,
Yeah,
engine one, we're looking at probably 3 years before we would get the truck.
And how much would it cost?
Close to 800 to a million.
Million,
Yeah. In
pre-COVID, that truck would have been 580, yeah, around 580.
yeah.
and the truck I believe they're gonna be looking at is gonna be a bigger truck than what we have now.
Custom cab, yeah.
No, the water capacity, we're going up to 2,500.
Oh, okay. You can still keep it a
I
single
thought it'd be more than
axle.
that.
Yeah, no, it's stable, but it's up there.
Okay, so it seems to make sense to keep it.
Yeah.
Well, and I've gotta keep on him to make sure he gets all that done too, the maintenance stuff.
Yeah.
To extend the life of the very expensive equipment.
Yep.
So it will work if you leave it.
Yep.
So that was the only 2 I had.
All right, so
I just have a clarifying question. I'm very supportive of this whole budget. So does that mean that we have a warrant article to start reserving money for the new truck? Like,
we
that's where I-
have had a warrant
missed
article for many years to do that. We have funds in reserve for that. We used up that fund when we bought the ambulance, and now we're rebuilding that fund.
Do you know how much is in it?
Not a lot.
Okay.
I
'cause-
think,
Right.
So-
That's my question. So can we get a big warrant
Right,
article for the
revenue from
fire
the
truck?
ambulance also goes into that account.
Okay.
last time I looked, I think it was 38,000.
Can we use it for a fire truck? even though
Yes.
it's Coming from him, okay,
And we can use it for all equipment,
okay.
but
Okay,
to take it
that's-
out, we have to do it by warrant article.
That's my exact question. I mean, I know we're trying to keep this on the budget, but I want to start to understand what the cumulative impact of the warrant articles are. So are we expecting 100,000 for a warrant article for the reserve for the $1 million truck? New fire
No.
truck?
Not this year, no.
Will be either 25 or 50.
I think
Think
it should
we
Well,
should
and-
do 50.
So I'm gonna get with the chief, though. I've noticed that some fire departments are now entering into lease agreements for fire equipment,
Yeah,
and it may be more affordable to go and lease a new engine for, say, 5, 6
And then
years,
buy out.
and either buy out or you
Get a new
re-up and get a new one. You just continue that lease payment and they replace the
It's just,
truck.
it's an annual payment.
Well, while it has value, they can sell it as.
Yeah.
So, Plymouth leases their equipment.
Right, but
That's already in their budget.
the problem,
thank
potential
you.
problem with that is if some year you don't vote the lease, the truck goes away, it's,
What's that? Sorry.
doesn't the truck go away if you don't vote the
If you don't
lease?
get-
Well, you enter into a contract, so it'll be a time-specific lease with, you're either gonna buy it out at the end, or the lease ends and they replace the vehicle, you enter into a new.
So would that,
I just wanna explore all avenues. If I can do it cheaper by doing a lease,
I know what you're saying, David.
The lease purchase, they always had worried in the past that we
not,
not make the
approve
run
it,
to the
right.
end of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so the way we bought engine one was that way.
oh, it was, okay.
We had to approve it each year.
Yeah.
certain
that was
amount.
scary.
And then at the end of 5 years, we bought it off outright.
Yeah, okay.
was the vote tight on?
Never.
No, no,
Okay, it
No.
was,
It was like 30 to 120.
yeah, but you have to
Thank you.
vote every year.
did you do a lot of, outreach to tell
Did
people
none.
this?
okay,
Okay.
good. Thank you.
Still,
Very
it did worry
supportive.
people.
It did work, it worries the fire chief greatly every year.
Well, I would have it not to my stomach,
Yeah.
So, but to ask for $1 million, is a huge ask, so spreading it out with lease
$1
payment.
million is a scary amount of money. Yeah.
Yeah.
For towns.
But we're not there yet, so
We're not
let's
there
move
yet.
on.
No, which leads me to, last year we had a list of all the money that was in town in funds.
Mhm.
We didn't get that this year. Would you ask?
We can get that from the trustees.
Oh,
Yeah, the trustees of the trust funds,
oh,
manage
I
the,
didn't know that
yeah.
they gave it to us last year.
Yeah.
I know that I meant to bring it this year.
When will we get these warrant articles? Is the selectmen working on them still?
they will be, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so are we good with the fire department budget?
I will.
This is minuscule,
Okay.
all right, but I've been at the fire department a couple of times, just to walk in, have a cup of coffee, say, thank you, and they have the morning program, which is a great program.
What is the morning proof? When is it?
What is it?
Calling people.
The good
Oh,
morning.
that morning. Oh, that one. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, yep, okay, okay.
And when I've been there, most of the time, they get phone calls that are, like,
Robocalls.
yeah,
That has stopped all of a sudden, surprisingly. As soon as Medicaid, open enrollment ended, a lot of those calls ended.
well, I was there the other day and they
Yeah.
got 4 or 5 of them, but I mentioned it to, I forgot who it was, that I was there and they were
Great
like,
phone system.
They are,
a caller ID.
I 100% agree with you. I do know that this has been brought up to Marissa, who's looking into a new phone system.
Right,
Oh, all
And-
right.
And
Yeah.
the chief and her, I know, have talked about upgrading the phone system to both a caller ID and a spam.
I think we
Thing.
have
Okay.
to, because you've got the old copper wires,
Correct.
the old Ma Bell wires
And they'll
there,
go away.
and that's going away, so we have to,
In
we'll have
like
to
July.
upgrade. Yeah, So they're
Yes.
gonna get a phone upgrade and they'll be able to see the caller ID and
Ah,
everything.
that's good.
And
Okay.
it's,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's so annoying,
So do
you
It
know?
is.
Do you
Yeah.
require the fire phone, the fire department to only accept calls with caller ID?
no,
Okay.
No.
I'm just, okay.
No, but at least they know, they'll see it on the screen.
we've had some
Yeah.
issues in the past where somebody has called and needed help
Right,
and we
that,
had no way of getting back to them.
oh, I get that, I get that, you'd want to, but people may be calling from a phone that they don't know.
Yeah, we don't screen our calls like that.
Okay, that's just.
And hence why when Sandy was there, we were answering and we were very pleasant in the beginning.
It's so annoying, you know, yeah.
Yeah, so do I have a motion on the fire department
I
budget?
will move 225,920.
And do I have a second?
I'll second that.
A second, could
And
you,
any other discussion? It's the top of page 15.
could you give me that number again, please?
It's the number printed on page 15 at the top.
Yeah, 290, I'll say it's
295?
295, 920, okay,
Yeah.
yep.
Michelle, how do you vote?
Yes.
Frank,
Yes,
David,
Yes.
Jenny,
Yes.
Sandra?
Yeah.
I abstain.
501.
501, yep. I believe we did the building inspector the last time.
yeah, this contract.
Emergency management we've done. Correct? That's the maintenance on the generator and the fuel for the generator.
Trying to remember.
I don't think we voted on that.
I don't remember
No.
that.
No, okay, I wasn't sure if we did or not.
We did? I don't see a vote on building inspection.
Okay. In which case, the building inspector is a contracted hour.
It's an MOU.
Yeah, for $40,000, I'll move $40,000 for the building inspector.
No second.
Any discussion? Michelle,
Yes.
Frank,
Yes,
David,
Yes.
Jenny,
Yes.
Sandra,
Yes.
and I'm a yes.
6-0.
That brings us down to,
Emergency management tank. Well, I haven't checked that.
emergency management is $1,000. That's for the generator out back of the fire station, their emergency generator. And it's for the, fuel for it and any training and stuff to run the EOC and the, shelter.
I'm trying to remember why it was 7,000.
Why would the,
Because the head on the motor blew and we had to have it repaired. So
Head gasket.
the head gasket, there you go. Head gasket blew on it. We had to get that repaired. So we split it over 2 years. That's why it's up those 2 years.
okay.
It is all repaired now. It is working.
Okay.
And we used it yesterday briefly.
So we've only, and this was. Budget thing was done, we'd only spent $523 on it.
Yeah, but I think you'll find out we may have spent slightly more than that right now, but that also covers EOC stuff, which we haven't done
Okay, right,
as well. $1,000 is a good number for that.
okay.
So I will move $1,000 for emergency management.
second,
Michelle, how do you vote?
Yes.
Frank, David,
Yes.
Sandra,
Yes.
and I'm a yes.
6-0.
Much is that budget? 70.
What?
Oh, there's that budget you just voted.
1,000.
1,000.
All right, that brings us to Highway Streets Administration.
333, 752.
I think Craig gave a pretty good explanation of everything. Um. Salaries is the big one there.
Yeah,
The training, which is annual training classes that some they can take for free, some they have to pay for.
I had a question on the overtime.
Yep,
I just was wondering why it went up, cause it was 15,000 and then went up and then went back down to about 19,800. Then Marissa did give an answer, but it wasn't quite clear on it. Says, this was increased due to the changes in overtime with a contracted employee in the department, which will result in additional overtime expenses. So we expect to go up by 3,000.
Craig's contract.
oh yeah, Craig signed a contract finally.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah,
that's the contract out.
After so many hours, he's eligible for overtime.
Oh,
I
okay.
think it's 48 hours,
So
something
if
like
he,
that.
so if he's plowing for like 24 hours, he might get some money.
He might, if he does
Yeah.
the required hours, then he'll be eligible for some overtime. So that's because he was and still does. He puts in, when his crew's in, he's in for the duration. He just doesn't say, oh, go in and plow. I'm at 40 hours. He's with him the whole time.
Yeah.
So
And if you had listened on the radio yesterday, it was interesting listening to him. Yep, you go
Well,
there, you go here, I'm going here. No, we are going there.
so he was down one guy that had flu.
Okay.
So Craig was stuck in the truck, but also trying to manage the entire crew during a major ice storm
Okay.
in the brand new truck that he hadn't operated yet. So,
No stress there.
no,
Uh,
and plus he helps the electric guys
Yeah.
in some stuff too, so
that's basically unpredictable
Oh,
overtime.
it's a
Really
moving target.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Summertime, you get a bad rainstorm and it washes out a road.
It's
Wintertime, you
not-
get yesterday,
Yeah,
so,
But that's always one that I
yeah.
question because
Well,
sometimes it gets filled in from personal experience.
yeah,
Yeah, that's okay.
all right.
keeping a close eye on it these days.
Do we have anything else on?
The
I had a question
salary
on
on
the-
the assistant director, what, that's not 3%.
so what percent is that?
I don't have the budget started.
So. It's
Say it said
71,
it's
70.
3%, but it's not 3%.
Again, this is through the contracting union, right?
The director is,
The assistant director is through the union.
Yeah, he's a union person. But,
well, then why does it say a 3% increase?
well, he gets,
If you look below it, it says all union employees, 3%.
There's another line that says assistant director.
Yep, the line above it,
That's correct, and that's
which also
the one-
says 3% increase.
I'm not
Oh,
questioning
he
the
get-
union salary, I'm questioning,
so he gets a stipend to help the mechanic
Right,
do heavy lift on the parts because he has a shoulder issue.
right, that's.
That was something that was, right?
That's here under the mechanic. I know it's not, it's been moved.
I think it's embedded in that,
It's embedded into,
in the assistant director
yeah,
one.
it's been moved, it's just not there
It's
anymore.
3%. I mean, it's
it's
69,000
3%?
was the budget. 3% of that is 20.
No, 69 was the budget, wasn't the actual.
Well,
It
we
was
haven't
the
gotten to the end of the year, so the actual is not the full year. But the budgeted amount was 69,000. 3% is 2,070.
Yeah,
Correct.
that's 3%.
So that gives you the 7,107.
Right. Yeah.
All right, I'm not gonna get it, okay.
Anything else?
You were starting to talk about the training, that's the only one I had. I was wondering if that's been running well below the.
Has been running well below.
Why, why did?
When
why
Craig
did
came
you
and
keep it?
presented it, he said that was the number that they were using for the training.
What number is training?
So 331, line 331 in the middle of page 16.
Okay.
I know the actuals are much lower. If you wanna do something, make a motion.
Should they be higher? I mean, it's,
Training's
are they
important.
getting enough training?
Training's important.
Oh, it's important, but they're, whatever they're doing,
Because we're the budget committee, we're not the, you could ask them why, do they need?
well, no, we're not budget committee, but we're also looking at what the budget should be based
Right,
on
no,
what
we're a
they're
budget
spending.
committee, we're not the management,
No,
whatever.
you know, I kind of wait to see what the year end looks like. It still looks like it's way under.
Year in for training will be under, for sure. Based on this,
I just,
What did he budget?
we budgeted 1,200 and they spent 200.
It's still 200.
Yeah,
And they spent 400 in 2004.
yeah.
so I was just looking at making it 1,000, something like that.
If you wanna do that, make a motion.
Gotta make a motion to make it, to reduce by 250 to 1,000.
Okay, do I have a
Is there-
second?
I'll second that.
Okay, second by Sandy. To reduce line 331 from 12,050 to 1,000. Any discussion? Michelle,
Yes.
Frank,
Yes.
David,
No?
Jenny,
Yes,
Sandra?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll go with it, sure.
Sure.
Anything else? Computers are a contract, professional dues and fees are whatever. Office supplies is whatever, yeah. I mean, none of Craig's stuff is outrageous, is what I'm saying. All right.
Do we need a motion for the rest of the,
Yeah, go ahead.
rest of Public Works Administration as presented? I will move that.
All right. Do I have a second to accept the rest of Public Works as presented? Okay, I have a second by Jenny. Any discussion? Michelle, how do you vote?
Yes.
Frank,
Yes.
David,
Yes.
Jenny,
yes.
Sandy?
yeah.
I'm yes. That makes the final line on Public Works 332,502. I believe. There's nothing else, right? Okay.
We took out 250, okay.
Let me switch to,
Do you have a motion for that?
I'm still, hold on a second.
Wait a minute, you took out,
$250.
oh. You gotta write down the right number. Yeah, I think you're correct.
Um,
Didn't we just vote that?
Yeah.
Rest is presented.
The rest is presented, yeah.
Okay, so that is the number.
The number is 332,502.
Okay.
3, 2, 2, 5, 2.
So we don't have to vote again, do
No, we don't have to.
we? Okay.
All right, that brings us to Highway and Streets. That has a bottom line of 280,049. I don't believe, yeah, I saw any recommendations from you,
Oh, I had a couple in there.
Rico, okay.
The uniforms, that was another one that was running pretty consistent,
Um,
yeah, we were keeping the
That's
budget the same.
contracted though.
that's a contracted fee,
It's under the union
on the-
contract.
right?
He hasn't been very good about spending.
Oh.
So,
One of the things that he's supposed to be spending is on boots and
so
been
boots
doing it.
and so many shirts and there's a list within the union contract of items he's supposed to buy.
So if they
So we
don't
should-
actually buy them, I mean, if the employee doesn't ask for them,
Is that what it is?
That's the way
But
he's
the
been
thing
running it.
is that if we keep this figure, it's a bottom line,
but it's a contracted line, we can't.
and that figure is in the contract.
Yes,
It's,
that's how
well,
that figure is arrived,
That
is from the
figure is
contract.
definitely-
so the boot allowance is $300.
Right.
For each employee,
Mhm,
but then there's X amount of shirts,
right,
coats
I do know
and
that,
pants and
but the figure is in,
I don't have that contract with me.
I think the
see,
contract
that's
has-
what I'm saying,
the
is
contract-
that,
I
So what do we
believe
do,
it
what do
does.
we do with that money then? You know, if it's.
If it
left
doesn't
over.
get spent, then it goes to the,
It goes to
Reserve
fund balance.
Okay,
to
but
reduce
see, we
taxes.
vote on this budget. I mean, if the budget is 5 million and we can subtract 10,
But
$1,000.
we have a contracted obligation for, under the union.
You have a contract, I'm asking about the figure. Is the figure in the contract?
There is not a figure in there, there's a.
But
what
there
the-
is here.
There is a figure in the, I believe in the contract is the figure of how much.
How much each employee is supposed to get, and that's how he comes up with this figure.
Yeah.
So there isn't that figure, you're not gonna find in the contract, but you add everything up and that's what you'll get to for that figure.
It just depends on what the employees ask for. I mean, they decide they're fine with their boots this year and wait till next year. So
Well, I think they got it raised because they were talking about, they went to buy boots and what was in there was only
It
covering
was,
like half the.
it was the electric department,
That, okay, but that's. right,
because
yeah,
their
yes,
boots
yes.
have to be certified,
Right, so they raised it for that.
resistant to
because-
hard
Yeah,
flash.
yeah,
So
you're right.
kinda
It was like,
more of a placeholder, way, just in case,
Well, it's an obligation that we have to fund whether it's used or not.
right?
If it's not used, it goes back to the,
fund balance.
back to fund balance, and that could be used in the
To-
future to offset.
The next year's taxes.
Right.
Right.
So it's not like it's gone.
Right.
Which I'd like to know how much money is encumbered. Yeah,
Well, we
so
don't have,
much we don't know.
well, we have about 1.4 million in fund balance.
Is
That-
that all?
Well,
Wow.
that's what the state, what the state.
That's what DRA recommends. That's
Yeah.
that's about the middle of the range.
Yeah,
But we should have more than that.
No,
It's been spent.
no, that's what we keep it at DRA's recommendation.
so we can use, if we have excess funds, we can lower. the
Right,
rate-
anything
rate-
above that, they use to lower the tax rate.
Right, that's what it's supposed to be
And that's what
for.
that's what they've done.
So that's why they maintain it at the what, about the.
But we won't
1.4.
know what that number is until November.
Well, we know what the
No,
number is
no.
per the,
But DRA
Last
has
audit.
right, but DRA would go through a calculation from November. And then they'll tell you how much you can use for fund balance, reduction of taxes, and that's when you will apply it, so it gets applied to your last bill.
right.
This past year, they weren't able to apply a lot.
They did 300,000.
In years past, they've done a lot more.
Oh, wow. Yeah, but
Yeah, we
you
have.
wanna keep your
Mhm.
fund balance within a certain range.
Right, but they had it
Yeah.
built up for a number of reasons.
Yeah, there was a few years you used
Yes.
a lot of fund balance.
Yes,
But did you say to get the 1919 tax rate we have now, we use 300,000? Is that what you said?
yep,
Mhm.
300,000.
330.
Thank you.
That's what was done the previous year also.
yep,
Do you think we'll have that this year?
about that,
Don't know.
probably. Ish.
So it seems to be.
Well, the
kind of-
tax rate's been set, so your first billing for 26 is half of the previous
Mhm.
tax rate setting.
Right,
And then the next tax rate setting is for the second half of 26.
If everything holds the way it's looking, probably.
Okay.
You just need to find more revenue.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
All right, anything else? It's getting late. Anything else on
Yep.
highway and streets?
Yeah, on 731,
7:30.
that was another one that we had a
Traffic
big,
improvements. Oh,
yeah, we had a big year in 2023, and then it dropped. And I was just maybe look at a budget around those 2023 levels.
Let's have for a narrative on that one.
This line is used for traffic improvements, expenses, street painting, signs, cones, barricades, and warning lights.
Oh, he paints the crosswalks too, doesn't he?
Yeah,
On-
we paint all the crosswalk.
Crosswalks and his parking things, you know.
You know, one thing I would like to see him look into is Lincoln. A lot of towns are now installing them where you have a crosswalk and they have the solar powered flashing lights. So you press the button
Yeah,
and it activates one radios to the other. So you have the warning lights that go off. That I would really like to see something like that right there at the crosswalk at Common Man. Because when you have cars parked on both sides,
you don't see people.
having those lights flash would warn you that someone's about ready to step out between cars.
Did you get common man to pony up for something? If you came in with a solution?
I would first get the numbers and
Yeah.
maybe present it to them. I did get the electric guys to repair that street light that's been out for a while right there. So now both sides have street lights
Yeah,
at
but
work.
that's a
which
tough
helped.
one. It's amazing someone hasn't gotten hit.
Well, the only reason I stopped is because the traffic coming up the hill.
Yeah.
And it's just at an angle, these cars with those LED headlamps.
Oh,
Get you right in the eyes
You
and
can't see.
you're squinting.
yeah.
They had stopped and it's like they're stopping for a reason. I stopped and here comes a kid running between the cars to cross, get to the parking lots. Oh my God.
So anyway, what you're saying is that we'll probably be doing more under that.
He will be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, that's fine.
okay.
Good discussion.
Yeah, there's a lot of improvements we need to do.
Yeah.
But Rome wasn't built in a day. So
Right.
Okay,
we'll pick our battles and we'll
Yeah.
get there.
any other discussion on highway and streets?
It's actually down 4,000. I will move 22. No, sorry, 2,080,049.
Okay. Do you have a second?
For a second.
Any discussion? Michelle,
Yes.
Frank,
Yes.
David,
Yes.
Jenny,
Yes.
Sandra,
Yes.
and I'm a yes. Okay,
6-0.
6-0. Mechanic, town mechanic. The only thing in here that really is, not contracted through the union,
18.
yeah, page 18 is really the mechanic equipment, which is $1,500. This line is used to purchase equipment and repair all town vehicles and equipment. Again, trucks need repairs.
Some of that could be updated. Code readers, you know, as we replace the fleet, you have to update your code reading.
Mhm.
Or you have to bring it to a dealership and pay $48 an hour, whatever they get for an hourly rate to diagnose. So sometimes, you know, a $15 to $2,000 scanner will pay for itself in a year or two.
This is
Do you
actually,
have a question on that one or?
Nope, no, just a statement.
actually down 3,000 from
It-
last year. So,
Yep, it is. Is that a motion, Dave?
oh, sure.
Okay, David,
106,773, rule moved.
do you have a second?
No, second.
Any discussion?
No.
Michelle,
Yes.
Frank,
Yes.
David,
Yes.
Jenny,
Yes.
Sandra,
Yes.
and I'm a yes.
Text my wife.
Yeah. Solid waste disposal. They are actually making money now. They've hired an extra employee. They have, is it? They have 3 people down there. one is full-time, two are part-time, I believe. And, they're doing a really great job.
Yeah.
And,
They're recycling more and more stuff.
oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. They're doing a lot with the scales. That's been really well. And they're getting a lot of money back because of that. And, they're recycling oil for heat. The big thing is the hauling our waste away.
Yes.
And, you know, that fee is what it is. Right now, that is up to 130,000. But we don't have much control over that.
Let's see, I think Ron is looking at some stuff that would,
I know they're looking at a bunch of stuff that will help us, but we'll see where that
where
goes.
that goes, yeah, so it might be down next year.
Yeah, but for now, that is what the increase is where that went from 110, or went up $20,000.
Yeah, that's it. I mean,
That's it. Yeah, that's it in a nutshell.
Yeah, I was surprised the budget was only 110 last year. Based on, you look at the history.
this.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And we're actually less than the history.
Well, and that has a lot to do with the recycling.
Right.
They're doing amazing job with getting people to recycle. Yeah. All right, so do I have a motion on solid waste?
And we'll move the 278-428.
And do I have a second?
No second.
Any discussion? Michelle,
Yes.
Frank, David, Jenny, Sandra?
Yeah.
And I'm a yes.
6-0.
Health administration,
We did the next,
we already did that.
we did the.
Overpaid guy.
Pest control welfare.
Yeah. That brings us to Parks and Rec. Frank, I know you had a discussion about,
It wasn't in the first section, there's a couple of sections.
wasn't, okay.
Mine
Beaches.
parks,
Beaches.
beaches.
Oh, okay. All right.
Actually, the first section is less than last year, am I correct? It's on page 24. Yes.
Yep,
Yeah,
so it's actually down $2,000 roughly, so. It's at 92.99.
So Ron, that's one of the few that you're different from the department, what's different?
I don't have the budget, so with me.
No.
I don't see that either. It's not in our budget.
Yeah,
See, what did you ask?
Well, I was just looking at, the department head has down 93,860 and the town manager has 90,299. It's just, usually it's the same on most areas.
I'm not sure which one.
Which line? I'm looking at, which line are you?
I'm looking at the total for,
Page 24, line 4520.
Thank you.
Which line did I reduce? I don't have.
4, 5, I try to, I'm going back to look, I don't know.
We increased them,
We don't have the town managers. Right.
but the board of selectmen and town manager are the same. We don't have the department heads.
We changed contracted cleaning
Oh,
by,
Oh, yeah, because the actual, he underspent by a lot, so I recommended reducing that a little. And I think the selectmen went along with that too, right?
I don't recall, I could be true, okay.
Yeah.
Well, there was a 2,100 saved there.
Okay, so that was the difference, okay.
Okay, yeah.
that's your 2,000 white.
Yeah.
From last year to this year then. Okay, you have a motion on Parks and Rec?
Um,
Can I just ask a quick question?
Yep.
Okay, so I want to ask this gently because I know the whole Parks and Rec budget is something that's very near and dear to the town and includes the after-school program and the school vacation programs. I'm just saying, I took a look at the Holderness Parks and Recs budgets. And I've been in some discussions where we're talking about buying a tiny house for 20 grand and putting it down there. We spent 30 grand fixing up the campground. I just want to make sure that this thing is breaking even, just breaking even. So when I'm looking at
But
that revenue
that's not
report,
the budget we're on.
you're not on
This is
Parks and Rec?
We're on Parks and Rec. You're looking at campground.
You're looking at Parks and Rec, beaches.
Beaches.
We'll
All right.
get there. We're not there yet.
This does include campground.
No,
All right,
The
just
90,000.
Just pause my
290.
question. My question is basically, I want to make sure that this whole budget breaks even.
What line item are you talking about?
We've got 4521, which is beaches.
yeah, she's talking about 4521, which is a vacation camp. The lifeguards, the beach
Okay.
water, that type of stuff. This one does have the camp's improvements in it.
Okay.
And that's part of the
Campground is in this first section. Yeah.
It is, yeah.
yeah, but the improvements and everything were done. And then there's a special revenue thing for the campground where they have 20% that they hold.
12.
12% that they hold.
Out of the revenue from the rental of the
Thank you.
campsites.
Yeah. So that it's like, run like an enterprise, really.
Mhm.
And this is new, so it's
That-
still.
Kendall,
might be-
that's exactly my question. So I'm not gonna belabor it. But this little town is running quite a campground budget. And given that we're looking, to give people transparency about it, I think that that Anne Marie needs to write something up to show that this thing is going to break even, because I don't even personally feel like all the money the town spent fixing up the campsites even shows up in this budget. It's not like we have a balance sheet. It's just like somehow that work gets done. Somehow we have a revenue budget for how many campsites are going to get rented at, the new higher price. We missed that revenue number on the campsites because we didn't rent them all, and that whole thing. I just feel like the taxpayers need to understand how much they're subsidizing that whole situation. That's how I feel.
Okay,
I believe the campground makes more money than
it does. It makes more money than what they spend.
Right.
Yeah, if you don't count that we just invested a big amount of money down there, that doesn't show up anywhere, Kendall. That's got to be 30 grand, all that work that was done last fall.
Well, a lot of that work is done by the town. So it's within like Craig's budget and water
Yeah,
and sewer budget
right,
and stuff.
Right.
So
If it's run like
doesn't-
an enterprise, then it should show up as revenue on Craig's budget. It should show up as a cost on the campground budget. That's my exact point.
Okay,
Well, the campground rental is the fees, it's offset revenue against this budget.
right.
Yeah,
it's
no, I
still-
understand how it
Yeah.
works. I think
But
it's,
you have to fund it.
yeah, I think it's pretty muddy how this works. And I have the, what do you call it? The little write-up that she did from last year. And it wasn't that clear last year. And then we put $30,000 into the campground. Now we've missed our new revenue numbers because we're not collecting as much from the campsites. I'm smiling because I'm just saying transparency. When our tax rates go up to $21, I want to make sure if the town is subsidizing this campground, people understand it. Or if it's not, then that's great too, because I think we are subsidizing the whole Parks and Recs budget, the whole thing, all three sections of it. I mean, I'm
Well-
looking at the revenue numbers. Maybe my revenue report's off. I'm looking at the last one you gave me, which is from the end of November. Right? Which is 124,000, I think.
We'll ask Ann your question.
Thank you.
Well, I'll move the number 9299 for this section of Parks and Rec.
Okay, do you have a second?
I'll second.
Okay. Any further discussion? Michelle, how do you vote?
No,
Frank,
Yes.
David,
Yes.
Jenny,
Yes,
Sandra?
Yeah.
Kendall is yes.
5-1.
That brings us to Parks and Rec beaches. We'll ask Ann the same question for you, Michelle.
And I was trying to understand the overall budget's the same as last year, but doesn't seem to jive with what we're spending. Because if you look at 2023, up about 7,000, our actual or four, maybe they're up 7, but we're still budgeting 85,000, which doesn't make any sense to me. So I looked at where I thought maybe we could shave it down a bit. So I had a question on the camp salaries.
Hold on,
Wait, we're in,
where are you?
I went to the bottom line of.
Yeah, I know,
that one.
which is, what page?
4521, right?
What
Page
page
24.
25,
Okay,
25.
there it is.
So that,
I got you.
I was just trying to purpose why I'm looking at, maybe trying to scale down a couple of things that I could see. Not a lot, but it just seemed the budget was higher than it needed to be. For that whole area.
well, I think last summer there were some trips that were canceled because the
Right.
weather was abysmal or something.
Yeah.
There's something going.
Yeah, in the beginning, we had a lot of rain.
Yeah, so they didn't go on some of their
You're
trips.
correct.
So we're looking at these actuals, that's it, cause the camp's over, right? There's nothing coming in.
Yes, right.
So, okay, I,
With the exception of the after-school program.
okay.
not a separate.
That's
That's a
separate.
separate thing.
That's not
Different.
really-
Right.
That's separate.
So, even if I add another 3,000, we're still way under 85.
Mm.
Hmm.
So,
So what I'm looking at, now going to page 24 and, the second line item, 120,
Yeah,
that one was, consistent with the 24 actuals, about 30,000.
but they're missing a month, right? They're just missing a month. That's a.
No,
because
this is camp salaries. There's no camp salaries going on now.
I think they can't, oh, okay, I thought they just paid it monthly, like I thought it was smoothed out through the year.
No, no,
No.
this is summer help.
Yeah, so my thought was to, like reduce that by 2,000.
There was still 21,000 available.
Yeah, I'm like, I'd reduce it by 10 if there's that much available.
They have trouble
yeah,
hiring
higher
people.
number than you.
At that moment, it
That's
seemed
the
that
latest.
being burned.
No, that's
It
the actual
really
spend.
turned in his mind.
That's the available from now to be here, what's available. So
So
you look. at the
Oh,
budget,
okay, I
the
get you.
expended, and I don't know what's available.
So she still has 74% of her budget available?
That makes you grave shop.
She
Folks,
used
can I step in?
Yes.
So late in the season last year, we authorized her to expand the program, which would mean an additional staff. She had more kids that wanted to join the program, but she didn't have staff for it. She had to get permission to do that. I believe
Yeah.
that's why you have the offset. That's why you have the
The request for
discrepancy.
30,000 because of additional staff for next year.
Correct.
Yeah.
The program
I'm not
expansion.
positive of that, but I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that's what happened.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I think she wanted to grow because there was added interest in it.
There has been added interest.
Well, that's good.
Some other programs are,
Okay.
So given all of the changes in this program, can she just include that in her write-up? How many, campers she's had the last few years? Because if we have more and more, especially I'd like to know if they're Ashland residents or if they're just people that are summer people. I'd like to know if these are things being paid for by our taxpayers.
So
For-
the
for our
camp people
residents.
are tuitioned in,
Yeah, I know, but it
Okay.
doesn't really cover it, I don't
they,
think.
they pay, this is offset by revenues.
We don't have the revenue.
There's
sheet.
only $125,000 of revenues according to this report, so I'm just asking for more clarity.
No, this will be offset by revenues next year. That's why she's adding the additional staff. Because these are kids coming into the program and they pay for the program.
Kendall, I understand they pay for the program. I don't think that this department fully pays for itself. So if I'm wrong, that's fantastic. I'm wondering if she should increase the beach passes. If she has more kids and those kids are actually covering their costs with their little fees, which I don't think there are. I think people donate and figure out how to cover it. I'm all for the more kids going to the camp. I just want to make sure that this breaks even. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I'd like to see a charity being put together so that we can write checks for it.
We already have that. We already do that.
I want to make
AAR.
sure that the taxpayers can see that it breaks even.
Right.
The AARA does that.
Who's there?
The Ashland Area Recreation Association.
Great,
That's what we were set up to do, and that's what they do.
Okay.
great.
Okay,
So maybe
so-
she can just communicate that so all the taxpayers know that. That's great.
Well, I still have a question on that. The
Yeah.
one on the, we're saying we're gonna be adding steps, and how come the budget is exactly the same as last year? And when,
Because we didn't add staff last year and they,
but now we know they're gonna be available, the
That's
kids are
what
gonna be
she's,
coming.
that's what she wants to do. Yeah.
Okay. So we're not just expanding it to,
It's,
because the budget's
it's
there.
been understaffed, I believe is what
Okay.
he said.
yeah.
All right, well, I can understand that.
Staff salary was understated.
Oh, I see. Okay. That makes sense. Thanks.
So
Okay.
here's the revenue income from the
You have the revenue there?
I'm looking
Where-
at,
total revenue, $125,038.40.
yeah, I think mine's just a little bit older. Mine's a November report. You're probably right. Yep.
Yeah, so currently.
Okay.
What it is.
That's where that total revenue passes, camp fees, all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's what she takes in. Okay.
Yep.
40,000.
Okay.
So what is it all total? 20.
Does that include the after-school program or
No,
Or is it's just the summer camp?
so it's a beach pass, vacation programs, campground rental fees, after.
Yeah,
school
after school programs. Yep.
Beach concession and community programs.
So that which people pay money for, that's non-property tax.
This is the offset in revenue.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. So 125,000, when you subtract off all these expenses for these three different budgets, isn't it still short by 10 or 15 grand? Like it was last year?
Yeah, well,
Yes.
there was 4 open campsites.
This year.
This year, we're hoping that we're gonna be at 100%. So at 3,800 times 4, that would be, that's gonna make up the shortfall right there.
Yep.
Or it should.
Okay.
That's the plan.
That's the plan, no guarantee, but that's the plan. I think currently, she's got 2 vacant sites right now, I think.
All right, this might sound like a small question, but beach passes were like $3,600. I think the Holden is, right?
They're at $3,594.
Right, $3,600, right? So when I looked at the Holderness one, you know, it seems like they're making more money and I don't really understand why that is. Are beach passes cheaper than Holderness? I'd like our beach passes to be similar. Can we just ask her that, make sure that
Holderness
our
has a
beach
much better
passes?
beach.
No,
quite
it'll be
honest.
even,
That's why a lot of people don't go to the beach.
They go to the other beach?
Yeah.
Okay.
But these beach passes are for Ashland residents.
Well, Ashland residents get a
They
discount,
get a discount.
Yeah.
And then the non-residents pay more.
Mhm.
not much more, but.
Right, but I do want Ashland residents to be able to afford to use the Ashland beach.
Mhm.
Right.
That's important to me.
Mhm.
I think
So,
I'm not saying that Ashland residents shouldn't be able to afford the beach. Like, I'm not saying to make it $50. I'm saying, can she, as the manager of the beach, put a line in her update that she's going to give us that says, we have this many passes that go to residents at this much money, and you know, our rate is similar or less than the next town over. I just want to make sure that it's competitive. Let's put it that way. Or if we're trying to give a discount on it, I'd like to know that that's what we're doing. It's just not clear.
Aren't children free?
okay, when you're 16, you have to
15
do
and
it.
under, yeah,
So,
Ashland residents.
Right.
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
All right,
I had a question on the special programs, but I think I probably understand it now. That there were some canceled, you were saying.
Well,
Yeah.
they had trips that were planned instead of
Right,
whether that was just.
we had-
There was a donation that helped.
there was some trips that were canceled due to the weather. And there was some other that was paid for by AARA.
Right, so I think our actual was probably artificially low.
Yes,
No, it shouldn't be, because if AARA paid the tuition, it's still revenue coming in for, so every student's accounted for, whether it's AARA paying for it or the parent pays for it.
But.
It'd be in the revenue report.
Okay, okay, that's a
Fewer
good point.
trips.
but
So-
right, the trips is what they're talking about.
Oh, the trips,
Yeah,
yeah, well, there
they're
was some,
There were some that they didn't go because it was,
yeah, I start in July, so
yeah.
school get out
Yeah,
before I
because
started.
our 24 actual was basically what was.
And that
Yeah.
has a lot to do with it. I
So,
mean,
Yeah,
You start running.
it got
buses.
rained out
Yeah, you start not hiring the
So it
buses.
made
Yeah.
sense.
and the buses, like she said,
the bus costs have gotten high.
astronomical.
Yeah,
They're huge.
so there may have been reduction in trips because of the
Yeah.
cost of the buses.
Well, but I remember last year she talks about, there were a number of them that just got canceled because.
Yeah.
of the weather.
It rained
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah, so no.
Fridays, was it? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, until about July, and then we ended up in the drought.
Yeah.
I'd like to move the number 85701 for beaches, park and rec beaches.
Do I have a second on Dave's motion?
I'll second.
Any discussion? Michelle, how do you vote?
No,
Frank,
Yes,
David,
Yes,
Jenny,
Yes.
Sandra?
Yes.
I am yes.
Mhm.
5-1.
David, can you let the record either reflect a comment or a question that she could answer? Because when I do the math, 125,000 in revenue minus the 90 plus the 25 plus the 85 is 200K in expenses. I'm just looking to understand, is this 75 off? I just don't understand the number. So if somebody could clarify that, that would be great.
All right, get with me afterwards and we'll get with her and do that.
Off of these sheets, right? So I can simply understand them because I'm just taking those four numbers.
All right, Parks and Rec after school program, 27,400.
Yep.
It's all salaries, really. Do I have a motion?
well, I had a question on that after school salary. That's just through November, so we'll probably be up.
Right, we have the vacation thing that's going on right now.
Right, okay.
Yeah, which is the big one because it's 2 weeks.
Yep.
And you have the February vacation also.
Well, that's not in this budget. That's already in this budget. We've
Yeah.
done it. All right,
Oh, for the actuals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so do I have a motion?
I'll move the 27,400.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Michelle, how do you vote?
I'll vote yes on that one.
Frank,
Yes,
David,
Yes,
Jenny,
Yes.
Sandra?
Yes.
I'm a yes.
Who ended up seconding that?
It's one of those.
Chip, then it got.
They both said it, but pick one. I'm
Okay,
getting tired.
6-0, all right.
I want to find something else to report for.
All right, well, here's one for you. Park, Memorial Park. $300.
Gosh.
I think you should probably up that one.
Plus lots of volunteer work from the Ashland Garden Club, right?
This is literally for the electric and the water at the park.
Yeah.
It fluctuates. We don't know why. It is what it is. It's the Christmas lights. It's
How much I go
the,
down there and water the park, right? How
Yeah.
much spigot I use.
yeah,
Well, and how many you have hook up at 4th of July to draw power to?
not at this park.
Oh, Memorial Park. sorry.
The
Memorial
little
Park.
park, the little one.
Oh.
Yep.
Huh.
Well, maybe you change the kind of lights, from the old lights to the new.
We did.
lights, and that would.
That's probably why we dropped to 211,
Yeah,
because we changed it to LEDs.
that make a
I
difference.
do know that we're talking about doing bringing the summer concerts back.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That'd
But
be awesome.
again, that's not gonna be a huge draw on electricity. It's during,
Well, those guitars, really.
yeah,
That-
and the guitar.
That'll be nice.
Would be nice.
That'll be-
So anyways, I think 300 is quite good for that. Do I have a motion on 300?
I'll move.
And do I have a second?
I'll second.
How do you vote?
Yes,
Frank,
Yes.
David?
Yeah.
Jenny?
Yes.
Sandra?
Yeah.
Yes.
6-0.
That, we did library already?
Yeah.
That brings us to patriotic purposes. Patriotic purposes is at $501. I move that to be $1.
Right.
Memorial Day, you're taking out
Not Memorial Day.
flags.
What
Well-
are you doing, Kendall? What-
So
Oh, I see what you're doing. Yeah.
I'm moving
Okay,
it to
yeah.
$1
Why?
Why?
because they haven't been spending it.
Mhm.
And the 4th of July committee goes and buys their own flags because we don't get the flags from here. In years past, we have gotten the flags from this fund,
Okay.
Mhm.
okay? The Legion gets a thing in and gets the flags. And then they give the flags to us.
Mhm.
Why? I have no idea,
Okay.
okay? But they don't get us enough flags to start with. So we buy our own flags anyways.
You're talking about the United States flag.
The,
That was-
the United States flags are little flags.
Okay, okay.
The other problem I have with this is we try to find somebody to go out and give these flags out to people. So usually we get, in years past, we've gotten the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts to go out and give the flags out. This all started with a Legion member asking us to give these flags out. So that's just how we did it. My problem is afterwards, you go up and down Main Street and you find flags laying on the ground.
That's true.
And I don't find that appropriate.
It's just not.
So, I don't think that we need to be doing these flags.
Okay,
But I put $1 in there so that we can overspend it if we need to,
okay.
because there may be other flags that come out of this. In fact, I would even move it down to 250. That's me.
So your motion is $1 for the entire,
Either $1 or 250, whichever I can get a second on.
250 is,
Yeah,
Half.
well, it's less, it's
That seems to make sense.
250.
250.
who's doing what?
Okay, I'll move it to 250.
250.
I'll second.
Frank seconds it.
Okay, I see a second. Okay.
Any discussion? Michelle?
Nope, I'm good.
How do you vote?
Yes.
Frank,
Yes.
David,
Yes.
Yes.
Sandra, yes, and I am yes.
Or just vote the final two together.
Yeah, conservation, I move $1.
Okay.
Do you have a second?
Yep.
All those in favor, Michelle,
Yes.
Frank,
Yes.
David,
Yes.
Jenny,
Yes.
Yes.
Sandra, yes. Tax anticipation notes, $1. I move.
Second.
See a second.
Yep. Jenny, how do you vote?
How about, I vote yes.
Oh, Michelle, how do you vote?
Yes.
Sandy,
Yes.
David,
Yes.
Frank?
Yes.
Yes.
We did a Heritage Commission or did we skip that?
We,
That's a $1.
No, we did
That's
the
the
$1 for
dollar.
the flags and we have another one.
oh, it's,
No,
yeah,
we did 250, right? Oh,
50 for the.
Oh, 250 for that one and we did the $1. Okay.
boy,
We didn't do, we did 250 for the Patriot, for the flags.
oh.
Did we
right.
skip
Patriot, we did 250 for patriotic
Patriotic
purposes, which
purposes.
includes the $1 for the Heritage Commission.
Okay,
Okay.
so it's, just to be
Okay.
clear, it's 249 for Memorial Day
Okay,
and
yes,
Heritage
okay,
Commission
Yeah.
is one.
okay, yeah.
It is 8 o'clock.
We done?
We are done.
We
However,
don't vote on these.
The utility budget, sure we do.
we do have to vote on the utility budgets,
Yeah.
right?
Yep, we always have, Frank.
Right.
Otherwise, confused.
Yes, I can't answer that question because I agree with you.
It's the ratepayers that.
This is the ratepayers that fund it. It is our responsibility to look at it and
Propose the budget.
propose a budget.
Do we have the rate study for the electric? How can we do that without that?
We can only propose what is given to us and they can only spend what they have.
Okay.
So,
We're proposing the expenditures, not,
right,
hopefully they'll collect enough money to pay for it. So the rates are set by the selectmen.
Right.
Yeah, so we just work on the expenditure side.
right. Do I have a motion on it or are we coming back another night
Well, are we coming back next week?
for the school budget?
Oh, from school.
So this would mean we would be back next Tuesday,
Yes. I think we
next
should come
Wednesday,
back.
Okay. so
Next Tuesday?
Water-
next Tuesday.
That's a
For
conflict.
why is that a conflict?
Because the school meets every, the
Okay,
first,
well, we got to get this town budget done.
first
Right.
Tuesday of every month.
Okay.
Been that way for years.
Yeah, well, we don't really have a choice.
I mean,
We are literally running out of time.
water and sewer budgets are down, right?
I haven't looked at them, so
Oh. Electric stuff.
I quite honestly, with Andrew's discussion with us, I'm very happy with the water and sewer budgets. So I would go to and move the bottom line as it is.
Got a motion.
Do you have any opinion?
No, Andrew does very good with his two departments.
Do you have
I
confidence?
believe they're both down.
They are.
Yeah.
He's done very well. He gave a great explanation. He was very much on top of everything. If you go down there and talk to him, you're gonna get the same thing. His budget is,
Well, water's up.
Water's up.
Sewer's down.
yeah. And he gave us the explanation on that too,
Right.
so,
Well, the water line project.
right. And, I said, they really moving that department forward,
Which department, water or like
water and sewer.
water to?
I'll go for the water budget if you,
Okay, David, you're making a motion for 408,365,000.
get the words in my mouth, yes.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay. Do I have any discussion?
As long as we get water.
Michelle, how do you vote?
Yes.
Frank,
Yes.
David,
Yes.
Jenny,
Yes.
Sandra,
Abstain.
Oh,
and I vote yes.
so 501, one abstention.
I haven't looked at it.
Oh, no, it's insane.
Popular guy there.
Pardon?
Popular guy.
It's a delay.
It's buzzing.
Sewer budget. It's down by several thousand, so.
So we're down about 20,000. Again, he gave us a really good explanation on this when he gave his presentation, I thought. They are replacing the meters. Well, that's actually in the water department. but- Yeah,
Well, the septic receiving is helping. them.
yeah, the septic project there. Receiving. It's helping out on the revenue side of stuff.
Is that for the,
Sewer,
Yeah, so we're the septic receiving.
yeah. People hauling into us.
Yeah.
That one can hold up.
No. He's Guilford. So their bottom line budget is 847,000, 327,000,
327.
327.
Oh, wrote it down. Sorry. Almost lost $90. I will move that number unless somebody has objections.
Do I have a second?
a second.
Discussion. Michelle, how do you vote?
Yes.
Frank,
Yes.
David,
Yeah.
Jenny,
Yes.
Sandra,
I abstain.
and I'm a yes.
No. 501.
All right, this brings us to the electric budget.
Now, this does not include anything for the substation repair.
That is correct.
It's just operations.
This is operations only. The biggest part here is gonna be 2,477,250 for power purchase.
Yeah.
That is, because of who we purchase it from. We don't have much of a choice there.
It's contracted.
It's right, it's all contracted stuff.
That's the cheapest place we can get it.
It is by far. It's kind of like also the only place.
Well, yeah, well, we're not in a position where we can negotiate on the open market. We're not big enough
Right.
to
No,
do that. No, with 1,600 customers, when, co-op has 88,000 customers and
Right.
they have staff that actually do the purchasing on the open market and
Yeah.
watch the futures.
The big,
But Well, I still don't understand all of what's going on there compared, looking at the contract. That doesn't specify wheeling charges,
That every,
all
that-
this other stuff.
that's, we pay Eversource for the wheeling.
Okay,
And it's what wheeled over monthly. We pay a rate for how many megawatts are wheeled over the Eversource lines to our substation for
Right.
redistribution.
Are there any tariff impacts on this
No.
from Canada? No? I thought there might be there.
No, it's tariff free. From hydro.
I haven't seen that on the
Are we-
bill.
Okay, so we're up like, I think it was 6 to 800,000. It's that much for wheeling charges? Or is our electric? up?
No, there was,
We had a really good rate and then it went up.
the new
Well,
contract.
the rate is 62 something.
Well, there was an error in calculation in the last budget.
Oh.
For the new contract, so this number is one that Marissa worked on based on the current contract. I think we're paying 62.90
A megawatt.
a megawatt. So to convert that to what you're buying, you gotta multiply a megawatt by 1,000, that gives you kilowatts. And then it's, yeah. That you gotta divide it by the 1,000.
To get.
That gives you your kilowatt
Right.
rate. And the average home is between 400 and 600 kilowatts. Some are more because of electric heat, so.
So we've lost,
We're correcting for a budget mistake from last year.
The formula error,
Oh,
yeah.
there.
we've also lost some three-phase power. Some people,
Users, yeah.
users.
Okay.
We've gained some residential users. We're looking at some possible other
So are we gonna
stuff
have
coming in the future.
like a logical explanation for this big chunk increase? Cause it's gonna get questioned,
Oh, yeah.
you know.
Yeah, we have to
This
explain
kind
it to the
of
ratepayer.
wheeling, adjustments or whatever, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, the wheeling averages about 8,000 to 10,000 a month just to get the power here over the Eversource lines. The last bill that I just signed was for today, which is November's, I think was $159,000 for 1 month. And during high usage months, it could be 200,000 or more. Because of usage.
Right.
And your high usage months are December to March, I think,
Cold months.
the cold months, because of the electric heat.
Mhm.
Summer months, we average about 13 to 1,400 megawatts purchased per month.
Right.
I was just crunching some numbers today, so.
And we are still around the fourth cheapest power company in the state. Third cheapest in the state.
But no, but who's counting, right? But you're watching that.
I'm watching that because
Because it's a good argument to have.
I can also tell you that the new buildings that Commerce Properties has built have all been electric heat.
Commerce properties were.
They're one of the builders in town that they
They're all
built
heat pump things?
Eagle Ridge.
They're all heat pump kind of
They're,
things.
they're all electric heaters. Because it's cheaper to do electric heat than it is to do oil heat in Ashland.
So we're the third cheapest electric utility in the state.
In the state of New Hampshire, yes.
Yep.
Can't complain about that.
Nope.
Oh, don't worry, they do.
They will, I think.
But, the more efficient we get and, once we're up for contract renewal, hopefully we can negotiate well and hopefully,
So who's cheaper? There we are.
Littleton and Wolfboro.
No, those are a little like, yeah, okay.
And they're utilities owned by the municipality.
They're like us.
Just like that.
Yep.
Yeah. So is that generally true of all there aren't that many community-owned utilities?
No, I think there's only 3 in the state.
Is it just 3 now? I thought there were a few more.
It was 5 last year.
Used to be
Was
five.
it? Well, in the report that I looked at, they must be so small that they didn't fit the report.
Well, New
You know what I
Hampton-
No, New Hampton has sold out.
Oh, they have?
They're the co-op.
Yeah, sold out to the co-op.
Oh, they did, okay.
Yeah.
Well, give it a year and we'll ask them how that worked out for them.
When did they do that?
A year or two ago. They were 30 hours without power yesterday.
Wow.
Some
Wow,
places.
Kendall, that's
They
another
got
thing
it
we
back
need to
around 2 o'clock
communicate
this
to people.
afternoon.
Wow.
They lost it at 3 AM.
We actually had a crew of 2 spend the night in this building just to make sure they kept the lights on for everybody.
Yeah.
They spent the overnight away from it. One of them was away from his family just to make sure.
Yeah, he wasn't in this building though. He was outside. He was driving around.
Well, he did, he made the rounds, but when I came through at 5:30 this morning, the truck was parked out here.
Oh, this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I thought you meant the night before.
No, they pretty much wrapped up. I talked to Shane. They were tucked in probably around 12:30, 1 AM.
It was
Everything
still a
was-
late night for them.
Yes. Yep. They started at 4:30 AM.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fortunately, they could get here.
Yeah.
You know, because not everybody lives in town.
And they had in their extra people too.
Yep, Garrett was in.
Yep.
Yep, no, they did good.
All right. Any other questions on the electric? If not, I would entertain a motion.
The other one I had, trying to go through the quickly equipment rental, we had,
That's the trucks,
the trucks and stuff like
the
that.
lease on the trucks.
Okay, so we're kind of
That's
locked into
fixed,
that.
that's,
Okay.
yeah.
Is that lease purchase kind of thing, or? No,
Nope.
we just lease trucks.
They're specialized trucks. They have to be certified every
Year.
every year. They have to have their pole certified that it and everything. So it's more cost effective to lease them.
Yeah, and they actually, the regular preventative maintenance, like oil change, is covered under the lease
Oh, so
contract.
you don't have all the maintenance.
We don't have all that maintenance. Like tires and stuff, we'll have to buy. That's a wear item, but as far as the mechanical, that's all covered by the contract.
I just have a comment about the electrical.
Okay?
Given that we must have spent, I don't know, 20 hours walking through all these numbers with Harry last year when we were trying to do the comparisons to figure out our increases in electric rate before we had the substation issue. I think we have to look at this from the taxpayer's perspective instead of always saying, oh, it's on the ratepayers. The taxpayers have got a huge increase in their electric bill last year. Still competitive, I get that, but we're talking about just guys that are used to paying $100 bill. Now they got to pay 130. Now with this 31% increase in the power purchase, that's going to translate into, I'm just doing it back of the envelope, another 18% increase in their utility bills. So I just want to make sure it's super clear.
Okay.
Thank you.
Right, and I think that involves explaining that, having a clear explanation for the power purchase.
So we'll have the superintendent do that at the meeting.
We don't have a superintendent right now.
Up to you.
Yep, we do.
I volunteer to help with
Tag on
that.
this. Okay,
Yeah, it helps to explain things to people, so.
but
they know
you
what
really
they-
should for transparency.
No, at the public hearing, there'll have to be some explanation, that's for sure, whether it's you or Craig or whoever, or Shane.
I'd like to see that explanation, just compared 2 or 3 years, not just this year. Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
No, seriously, Shane got up and talked, when we had the, thing with the substation, and he actually did a really good job. I know he hated it, but he did an excellent job.
I didn't see that meeting, I guess.
And he's got a lot of credibility on Facebook too, right? So that's not a bad idea. I like that.
The Shane doesn't use Facebook.
Yeah,
You're talking
Oh.
about Paul Granger.
I'm talking about Polly, right? Sorry.
yeah, I don't know that he does either. Anyways. Do I have a motion on the budget?
I'll try $4,125,826.00.
Do I have a second?
I'll
I'll
second
second.
it.
For Michelle second.
Okay. Any further discussion?
Oh,
Michelle-
hold on. Okay.
Michelle, how do you vote?
Yes.
Frank,
Yes.
David,
Yes.
Jenny,
Yes.
Sandra,
No.
and Kendall is yes.
Sandra voted no.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, what is the amount that was?
it's the bottom line that
Four,
we're printing here.
5,
Oh,
826.
Okay, with that one, okay.
So that was 521.
Okay, some housekeeping issues. Our, our next meeting is the 7th at the school. We have been invited to Tuesday night at the school for a meeting with the superintendent and the, what's her name? Ashley,
Mary Moriarty?
The finance
the
officer.
finance officer, yes. So we-
Ashley Doloff?
Yes,
Yes.
When is this? Sorry.
tomorrow, not, next Tuesday.
Yep.
What time is the meeting start?
At
The school board
5:30.
meeting?
I have 5:30
Six-
on my calendar.
Yeah, right, 5:33.
So this is on January sixth, right?
January 6th.
So
It's a budget meeting with school.
It is not a budget meeting.
Let's see.
They have invited the budget committee to come to the school board meeting where Ashley will be explaining the budget.
And at that meeting, will Ashley answer the questions that we spent hours putting together and sent her before Christmas? And she sent us back a message saying, I'll deal with you January 5th.
That would be it, yeah.
Okay, that's great. I'm very excited about that meeting.
Okay,
So 1/6, what time is that listed on? That's the-
I thought it was
I-
6,
I
but
thought it was too, but
We
Michelle
thought
said
that-
5:30.
I might have been notes at 5:30,
so
I'll have to look at my
you
notes.
said Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Tuesday,
Tuesday.
the 6th. It's 5:36. We can look at, I can look at it on their website, Frank.
That's on this January 6th.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. So you said the 7th. Oh, okay. At 5:30.
I think it's in your minutes too.
So 5:30. School board meeting. So when is the school board meeting? Is it following that?
no, it's after school board meeting.
At the school board meeting?
And they're gonna be going over their budget so we can,
And then there's one on the 7th at 6.
And you guys should have all gotten a response from the questions.
Oops.
He's still on here.
On December 23rd.
December 20th.
Oh, wait a minute, hold on, forget that.
No, she said she's gonna respond.
Right,
by
she said
the
she would respond again,
5th. So that may be at the 6th.
so that's probably it.
That's what she did last time, she gave us answers at the meeting.
Okay,
So we don't get the answers beforehand.
we're supposed to get the answers on Monday for the Tuesday meeting.
Okay, should get on.
And then we have a budget meeting at the school on Wednesday at 6:00.
Yes.
And then we have scheduled a meeting on the 13th for this room to go over the school budget if needed. And then we have the public hearing on the 14th at the school.
So the 13th is I didn't have that down. What is that on the
The
13th?
13th is a budget meeting on the school budget if needed.
And that will start at,
6:00.
but we intend to work on the school budget at 6 p.m. the 7th, right?
We will be working on the school budget on the 7th.
One on 13th is at 6, if we have it.
Yep, all budget meetings are at 6.
No, wait a second, I had a meeting on the 12th.
Was it the 12th instead of
I
13th?
had the 12th, there was somebody had a conflict on,
Oh, okay, so it would be the 12th if needed.
Okay, finalization of school budget.
was the 12th.
It's the 12th.
12th, if needed.
I think you had a conflict with the BOS or something.
When is the BOS meeting?
That's right, that's,
Yeah.
that's not that.
It's the
First and third Monday.
Yeah.
So. What did we
Sorry,
just
so
decide?
nothing on the 13th?
Nothing on the 13th.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
So,
Did everybody have the 12th? I had that down.
Yeah,
No,
I
you
have
were
the
right.
finalization of
I
school
have the
budget, I
12th.
have that.
Yeah, okay.
so January 12th is the EC meeting on school budget if needed.
Yeah.
I don't have. At utility office at 6. So January 7th at school. PM work on school budget, right?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna have to sign off because I have to leave. Thank you.
okay.
January 14th is.
Bye, Michelle.
Bye, Michelle.
So yeah, have fun out there. Maybe it sounds good back. But you days get back from that show.
Oh, good Lord. Hey,
That teacher could go on vacation, you know?
So the public hearing, what date, what time is that?
It's an employee.
And I thought it was on the
No, it's the 14th, but what's the starting time?
6 p.m.
6th.
6 p.m. Oh, 6 p.m. Okay.
Okay.
Folks, I'm gonna
Okay.
sign off. You have a good night. Thank you.
Yeah, if nobody has anything else, I call the meeting closed at 8:28.
Good night, Andy.
Good night, Andy.
8:28.
Okay.